Hi students, today we will discuss about human eye and colorful world. All of you listen carefully. Before going to discuss the structure of the human eye, first of all we will discuss one activity. Take a textbook, hold it with your hand in front of you at a certain distance. Now try to read the contents on the page. Here you can observe that the students are holding textbook and they are trying to read the content on the page. Slowly move the book towards your eye. You will observe that the printed letters on the page of the textbook appear blurred or you feel strain in the eye. When you move textbook very close to your eyes, you will observe that the printed letters appear blurred or you feel strain in the eye. Here you can observe that one student is reading dictionary by placing very close to her eye. So she is feeling strain. Now we will discuss least distance of distinct vision. What is meant by least distance of distinct vision? To see an object comfortably and distinctly, we must hold it at a distance about 25 centimeters from our eyes. To see an object comfortably and distinctly without any strain, we must hold it at a distance about 25 centimeters. That distance is called least distance of distinct vision. Minimum distance where we can see the object comfortably, distinctly without any strain is the least distance of distinct vision. This varies from person to person and with age also. At a young age, for young age people, say below 10 years, for the students, the muscles around the eye are strong and flexible. For the students, for young age people, the muscles around the eye are strong and flexible and can bear more strain. They can bear more strain. Therefore, the least distance of distinct vision at this age is as close to 7 to 8 centimeters. For these students, least distance of distinct vision is very low value, 7 to 8 centimeters. Generally, for healthy person, for normal human beings, least distance of distinct vision is around 25 centimeters. In old age, for old age people, the muscles cannot sustain more strain. Hence, least distance of distinct vision shift to larger value, say about 1 to 2 meters away or even more. For old age people, their muscles are very weak. They cannot sustain strain. They cannot bear strain. So, for that people, least distance of distinct vision is very high value, that is 1 to 2 meters or even more. Now, we will discuss angle of vision. The rays coming from the extreme ends of the object form an angle at the eye. Here you can observe that CD is the object. The rays coming from the extreme ends of the object form an angle at eye. If this angle is below 60 degrees, we can see whole object. If this angle is above 60 degrees, then we can see only part of the object. If the angle is below 60 degrees, we can see whole object. If the angle is above 60 degrees, then we can see only part of the object. This maximum angle at which we are able to see the whole object is called angle of vision. Maximum angle at which we are able to see the whole object is called angle of vision. For a healthy human beings, it is about 60 degrees. For healthy human beings, angle of vision is about 60 degrees. It varies from person to person and with age also it is varying. Remember, least distance of distinct vision value is 25 centimeters and angle of vision is 60 degrees. Structure of the human eye. Now we will discuss structure of the human eye. Here we can see internal structure of the human eye. Now we will discuss one by one the main parts of the human eye. Here we can see the structure of the human eye. The eyeball is nearly spherical in shape. Eyeball is nearly spherical in shape. The front portion is more sharply curved. Here you can observe front portion is more sharply curved and is covered by transparent protective membranes. This front portion is covered by transparent protective membranes. This transparent protective membranes is called cornea. Transparent protective membranes is called cornea. It is this portion which is visible from outside. Cornea is visible from outside. Here you can see the cornea which is visible from outside. It is a transparent protective membrane. It protects the eye. Behind the cornea there is a place filled with a liquid called aqueous humor. Behind the cornea there is a place filled with liquid. This liquid is called aqueous humor, and behind this a crystalline lens, eye lens, which is responsible for image formation. Behind the cornea there is a liquid that is called aqueous humor, and behind the aqueous humor there is a crystalline lens, eye lens, that is the responsible for image formation. Here we can see internal structure of the human eye, that is the aqueous humor. And next one is the eye lens, which is in white in color, that is eye lens. This eye lens is the convex lens and it is responsible for image formation. Eye lens is the convex lens. It is responsible for image formation. It forms real, inverted and diminished image. Eye lens forms real, inverted and diminished image. Between the aqueous humor and the lens we have a maxillary diaphragm called iris. That maxillary diaphragm is called iris, which has a small hole in it called pupil. Iris has a small hole in it. That hole is called pupil. Iris is the colored part that we see in an eye. Here you can see iris, which is a colored part. Iris is the colored part that we see in an eye. And this iris have a small hole at the middle, that is called pupil. Iris has a small hole at the middle, that is called pupil. The pupil appears black because any light falling on it goes into the eye and there is almost no chance of light coming back to the outside. The pupil appear black because any light falls on the pupil will enter into the eye, goes into the eye. There is no chance for the light coming back, or there is no chance for reflection. That's why it appeared in black color. Iris help in controlling the amount of light entering the eye through the pupil. Iris is a maxillary diaphragm. It helps in the controlling of amount of light entering into the pupil. In low light condition, iris makes the pupil to expand. Iris acts like a balloon rubber. In low light condition, the iris makes the pupil to expand. So when it expands, the pupil size will increases and more light is allowed to go in it. In case of bright or excess light condition, it makes the pupil contract. When it contract, the size of the pupil hole decreases. So thereby prevent the excess light not to go into the eye. In low light condition, it will expand, so more light will enter into the pupil. In a bright condition, it will contract, so less amount of the light will enter into the pupil. Thus, iris enable the pupil to act as a variable aperture. Variables aperture means changing for entry of light into the eye. Depending on the light condition, it acts like a variable aperture. It will control the amount of the light entering into the eye. Next one, blind spot. It is a spot at which the optic nerve enters the eye and is insensitive to light, and hence the name. Here you can observe blind spot. Blind spot is a spot at which optic nerve enters the eye. Due to presence of optic nerve, it is insensitive to light and it is named as blind spot. Here this is blind spot, and here you can observe optic nerve which is in blue color. Blind spot is a spot at which the optic nerve enters the eye. So it is insensitive to light, hence the name. It is named as blind spot. Eye lens. Our eye lens is convex lens, so the resulting image is real, small and inverted image. Already we discussed eye lens is convex lens, so the resulting image is real, small and inverted image, diminished image. Eye lens converge light rays coming from the object to form an image on the retina. Eye lens will form image on the retina. Convex lens behaves like a converging lens. The lens is hard in the middle and gradually become soft towards the outer edge. Lens is hard in the middle and it is soft towards the outer edge. The light that enters the eye forms an image on the retina. The light which enters the eye lens will form image on the retina. Retina covers the rear part of the eyeball. Retina covers the rear part of the eyeball. The distance between lens and retina is about 2.5 centimeters. The distance between lens and retina is about 2.5 centimeters. Retina acts like a screen. Eye lens form image on the retina. So image distance is 2.5 centimeters. For any position of the object in front of the eye, the image distance is fixed, that is about 2.5 centimeters. For any position of the object, you can see the very close object or a object which is far away to us, but the image is always forms on the retina. Image distance is always fixed, that is 2.5 centimeters. Image distance is 2.5 centimeters. How it is possible? The retina is a delicate membrane. Retina is a delicate membrane which contain about 125 million receptors called rods and cones. Retina contains 125 million receptors. It is a delicate membrane. It contains rods and cones which receive the light signal. They will receive the light signal. 125 million receptors will receive the light signal. Cones will identify the color. Rods will identify the intensity of light. Cones will identify the color. Rod will identify the intensity of the light. These signals are transmitted to the brain through about 1 million optical nerve fibers. The signals are transmitted through the brain, through optical nerves. The brain interprets these signals and finally processes the information so that we perceive the object in terms of its shape, size and color. Brain will interpret the signal so we can perceive the object in terms of its shape, size and color. Here you can see working of the eye. Here there is a fruit. By observing the fruit, by seeing the fruit, here eye lens forms real, inverted and diminished image, and these signals are sent to the brain through the optical nerves, and finally brain will analyze the image. In case of lens, as the position of object changes, position of the image changes. Already we discussed it. You can take lens, convex lens. Here, as the position of the object is changing, the position of the image is changing. Here you can observe the position of the object. As the position of the object is changing, the position of the image also changing. But in case of the eye also contain lens, but in case of the eye, for any position of the object, the image distance is fixed, that is 2.5 centimeter. The distance between eye lens and retina is fixed, that is 2.5 centimeter. Eye lens always form image on the retina. How is possible? Actually, in place of lens, when you change the position of the object, position of the image also changed. But in case of eye lens, position of the image is fixed, that is about 2.5 centimeter. How it is possible? For different position of the object, the image distance remains constant only when there is a change in focal length of the lens. Here eye lens will able to change the focal length of the lens. Due to that, for different position of the object, the image distance is fixed, that is 2.5 centimeters. Eye lens always form image on the retina. The ciliary muscles to which eye lens is attached help the eye lens to change its focal length by changing radii of curvature of the eye lens. Ciliary muscles are attached to the eye lens. This will help to change the focal length depending on the position of the object. They will change its focal length by changing radii of curvature of eye lens. When radii of curvature of eye lens is changing, focal length is changing. Focal length is nothing but half of the radii of curvature. Here you can see eye lens and ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles are attached to the eye lens. Above the eye lens and below the eye lens, ciliary muscles are attached. Due to the ciliary muscles, they will change the focal length of the eye lens. When the eye is focused on a distance object, the ciliary muscles are relaxed. Ciliary muscles are relaxed so that focal length of the eye lens has its maximum value. When eye is focused on a distance object, ciliary muscles are relaxed so that focal length of the eye lens has maximum value. At this position, focal length is maximum, which is equal to distance from the retina. Distance from the retina is 2.5 centimeters. Here maximum focal length of the eye lens also 2.5 centimeters. Here you can observe that when the eye is focused on a distance object, the ciliary muscles, you can observe ciliary muscles are relaxed. When ciliary muscles are relaxed, these are the ciliary muscles. When ciliary muscles are relaxed, eye lens become thin. When the object is at infinity distance, here the object is at infinity distance, so object distance u is infinity and image distance is always fixed, that is 2.5 centimeters. Image distance is fixed, that is 2.5 centimeters. From lens formula, already you know lens formula, that is 1 by f is equal 1 by v minus 1 by u. Lens formula is 1 by f is equal 1 by v minus 1 by u. Here we will get maximum focal length, that's why we are writing 1 by f maximum, and 1 by v value is 2.5 centimeters and u value is negative. For convex lens u value is negative, u value is infinity. Object is placed at infinity distance. So 1 by infinity is nothing but 0. So 1 by f maximum is equal 1 by 2.5. Then f maximum is equal 2.5 centimeter. Maximum focal length of the eye lens is 2.5 centimeters. Maximum focal length of the eye lens is 2.5 centimeters. The parallel is coming into the eye. When eye is focused on a distance object which is at infinity distance, then all the rays are parallel. The parallel is coming into the IR, then focused onto the retina, we see the object clearly. Here, when eye is focused on a distance object, focal length of the eye lens increases to maximum value, that is 2.5 centimeter. So image will form on the retina. In this situation, eye lens has maximum focal length. Already we discussed, that is 2.5 centimeter. Here the parallel is coming into the eye lens are focused on the retina. When the eye is focused on a closer object, if eye is focused on a closer object, the ciliary muscles are strained. Ciliary muscles are strained and focal length of the eyelids decreases. When the ciliary muscles are strained, focal length of the eyelids decreases. Then ciliary muscles adjust the focal length in such a way that the image is formed on the retina. We see the object clearly. Here we can see that ciliary muscles are strained. Then it will form, the lens will become thick. Eye lens will become thick. Here you can observe when eye is focused on a closer object, then also image will form on the retina. Ciliary muscles are responsible for change in focal length. Due to that, image will form on the retina. When eye is focused on a closer object, U value is 25 centimeters. That is nothing but least distance of distinct vision. And image distance is 2.5 centimeters. That is the distance between eye lens and retina. From the lens formula, 1 by f is equal 1 by v minus 1 by u. Here we will get minimum focal length. When eye is focused on a closer object, we will get minimum focal length. So 1 by v is equal 2.5 centimeters and minus of 1 by u is equal minus 25. Minus of minus will become plus. And 1 by 2.5 can be written as 10 by 25. 1 by f minimum is equal 1 by 2.5 can be written as 10 by 25 plus 1 by 25. In both the fraction, denominator is same. So we can take denominator as 25 and 10 plus 1 is equal 11. 1 by f minimum is equal 11 by 25. So then minimum focal length is equal 25 by 11. Minimum focal length is equal 25 by 11. 25 by 11 is equal 2.27 centimeter. Remember, minimum focal length of the eye lens is 2.27 centimeter and maximum focal length of the eye lens is 2.5 centimeter. Don't think that focal length of the eye lens increases or decreases to a larger value. Only there is a small change. Maximum focal length of the eye lens is 2.5 centimeters and minimum focal length of the eye lens is 2.27 centimeter. By changing the small variation in the focal length, eye can be focused on a object at longer distance and closer object also. Always it forms image on the retina. If the position of an object is between infinity and point of least distance of distinct vision, then the eye lens adjusts its focal length in between 2.5 to 2.27 centimeter to form clear image on the retina. When the object is at infinity, eye lens has maximum focal length, that is 2.5 centimeter. So the image will be formed on the retina. If the object is at least distance of distinct vision, then eye lens has minimum focal length, that is 2.27 centimeters. So the image will formed on the retina. If the object between infinity to least distance of distinct vision, then focal length will be between 2.5 to 2.27 centimeter to form clear image on the retina. Accommodation of eye lens. This is very important. Accommodation of eye lens. The ability of eye lens to change its focal length is called accommodation of eye lens. Eye lens has the ability to change its focal length. The ability of the eye lens to change its focal length is called accommodation of eye lens. Student, all of you listen carefully, make notes. We will continue in next class. In next class, we will discuss the defects of the vision.